Daley is the most decorated British diver of all time and has competed in the last 4 Summer Olympics. At the 2008 Beijing Games, his first Olympics, Daley was just 14 years old. Wow. In his book, Coming Up for Air, Daley gets candid about what was really happening in his life on and off the diving board. He joins us right now. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Now, you start your book off talking about that triumphant bronze medal in the 2012 Games in London, how you felt directionless.
Yes.
Why start off the book like that?
Because I think lots of people in life, sometimes I'd visualized that moment since I was 9 years old. I used to have this little medal book, and at the front of it, I drew a picture of myself doing a handstand with the Olympic rings at 9 years old. So I had visualized that moment for my whole life and worked towards it. And then once it got there, I won my medal, and then it was that moment of what's next? And I felt like I had lost all purpose. And lots of people experience what athletes sometimes call Olympic blues, where it's all gone and you don't know what's going to be next and where are you going to go. You have to go back to training. Your life continues as normal. You come from this high. And it took me a while to find, you know, in that period of time, I was also struggling with my sexuality in a very public way and figuring out who I was as a person. So it was a really intense year after those Olympics.
And you talk about coming out. I love you write so really poignantly about that moment because you said you knew that you were different as a little boy. You knew that all along. And the struggle about whether to come out, not to come out, you were very afraid. And the reaction was mixed within your family members.
Yes.
But once you did it, though, Tom, you said you felt this huge sense of relief.
I don't think I really understood how much it was weighing down on me until I was able to get rid of, stop hiding and stop being, you know, I was going on dates with my now husband, you know, with my friends to try and...
You would take a female friend with you?
Yeah, I would take my friend Sophie with me because I didn't want people to find out that I was gay. And it was this terrifying thing. And, you know, I was told by management at the time that I was going to lose sponsors and I was going to not be able to go and compete in certain countries. So it was a really terrifying experience. But then coming out and, you know, the public being really supportive and... It just, I don't know, it really allowed me to really fly in the way that I wanted to.
I was really struck by the parts in the book where you talk about body image, which is not something that people, first of all, associate with men generally, and then that people associate with an Olympic athlete. I have this distinct memory as a kid coming out of the pool, my stepfather pinching my belly fat. And it was like the first time I realized like I even have a body. Right? And so you had a coach say you were overweight, and it really stuck with you. Could you just talk a little bit about how that affected you and where you are with it now?
Yeah, I mean, like similar to you, there was this moment where I was told that I was overweight and had to lose weight. And I had never seen my body in a way that people would look at it and be like, oh, you're fat or you're overweight or you need to lose. So all of a sudden, my body wasn't just what I was using to dive well. It was this thing that people were looking at. And you know, when I'm diving, there isn't much place to hide. There's not many people that say that they wear more to bed than they do to work, and that's me. So there was this moment where I just really struggled with the fact that every time I went onto poolside, I would feel like my coaches and people were looking at me, and it really started to play with my head, and which led to an eating disorder and feeling like I wasn't able to get the best out of my performance because I was sacrificing it for the way that I looked. And, you know, it's still something that I struggle with today, but I was really embarrassed almost to talk about it because, like you say, men don't talk about body image.
I think it's good you're talking about it.
Much more common than people think.
And you look so good. I mean, you write about it takes 1.6 seconds to hit the water. So we don't have a long time to look at your body, number one.
No, that's true.
But for the Olympics, a lot of people knew you as a guy that knitted.
Yes.
He was sitting there knitting.
Went viral for it.
You went viral for that. You were surprised that it got that much attention.
Yeah, I mean, I started knitting just before the start of lockdown, and it was my way.
Look at you.
I was knitting away in the stands, on poolside, everywhere, and it was mainly my way of being able to find something to rest and recover. And I feel like it was my superpower to allow me to stop overthinking.
Well, we're looking forward to that Tom Daley crochet clothing line.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh no, that's Made with Love is out now.
But right now, you can get the book Coming Up for Air. It's on sale today.